लेते हैं काम.
Eivor, I want to see the
alignment. ये वाला कर लेता हूँ.
My mind is fixed on Sussex. Bassam and I have a chance to save Sigurd. But we will need an army.
I believe you do. Now is the time to strike. Before Fulke decides Sigurd is of no more use to her.
नहीं ये वाला नहीं, ये वाला नहीं. एक ही चाहिए. चलो
My mind is fixed on...
I believe you do.
ये वाला ही कर लेता हूँ.
I will go now, and I'll bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
Come to me.
Yes. जोश भर गया. चला. जाना है किधर? तो yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Tidak.
Evil.
Tapi नहीं बात नहीं.
Hello, Eivor.
Hey! To the Swan Road.
घुमा लेना पड़ेगा.
We must row in these waters. No raising the sail here.
This wind would fill the sails.
Sail up!
If you have a friend.
We need an epic tale.
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the Crude and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kjar Robo. Kjar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kjar's sister Thora was married to Kjotve's brother Alrek, and soon Kjar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kjar that Alrek had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, "It is true." So Kjar invited Alrek on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kjar slew Alrek and pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kjar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. "Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve." Confused, Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. "Your brother pledged his oath to Hel herself," Kjar laughed. Then he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
Bring the mast down!
सीधा एकदम जाना है।
Can't raise the sail yet.
Good sailing wind here, Eivor.
Let the sail out!
Stay here. We can raise the sail in these waters.
Run up the sail!
Monastery, over there.
यस मोनेस्ट्री चलो, लेकिन वहाँ पर कोई काम नहीं किया।
Lower the mast! Set the mast up! Can't raise the sail here.
Sail is ready when needed.
Sail!
बाकी तो है। जाना है किधर देख लेता हूँ एक बार। सेंट की तरफ और एसेक्स। एकदम सीधा।
Camp there, Eivor. Probably hostile.
Now basket of Wessex, land of plenty.
Finance speaks to God.
If Eivor does not show soon, I am packing up and riding home.
Shut your blowhole, brother. You want me to tell Halfdan how easily you break an oath?
Oh, brother. Did you forget she has Halfdan Jarl's here? Stop talking if you know what's good for you. Eivor, you giant steaming bowl of elk piss. King Oswald sends his regards.
Brothir, brother. Or is it the other way around?
It's, good to see you, Eivor. Oh, stop mewing like a heartsick kitten. He's been moping since the wedding.
There'll be time later to reminisce. Are you madmen ready to spill some blood?
After that bastard Red, some nice soft Saxons will make easy meat for my blade.
Okay.
Luvina, once
Luvina.
again we battle side by side.
Greetings from the north, old friend.
And how is your?
Still
Yeah.
griping about the mess we made of Jorvik's council. But grateful for the help. To be honest, I think he's upset he didn't see the problem sooner. His pride is slow to heal.
Thank you for heeding my call, friend. Sigurd will be grateful when he hears you have come.
For your brother, I would upturn every rock in England.
वाह ये भी आ गया
Eivor, my second favorite Norse.
वाह
Must we always drift together on such violent tides?
That is the way of things. Yet the meeting of friends is a glimmer of light in these dark days.
Ever the optimist, though. It's good to see you both.
I brought no pleasant words, only my blade. Let's see which proves more useful.
You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
You must be Eivor. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
Guthrum Jarl, Saxon Bane and Reaver of the South. I am honored to meet you at last.
Respect where it's due. I like that. Here's hoping you fight as smoothly as you talk.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress. If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we are able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I'll not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croendene. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfeeder. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
चलो ठीक है The siege of Fort Sestri. Find the killer.
That snake, Fulke, hides behind walls of stone. But Eivor will drag her out.
पहले इधर जाऊंगा, पहले इधर इधर से होकर एकदम इधर।
They said there would be a scout on this hill. I smell blood on the air. Let's see you, old friend. Land, my friend. Have a look, Sunan. Death is close. Did someone find the scout before me? Slain by wolves. My work has been done for me. और कुछ नहीं दिखा रहा है, क्या बोल रहा हूँ।
Last breath.
आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ। तू भी देख ले।
If they see me, this will get messy.
ठीक है।
There, a scout.
Take the coward off!
Blindside the idiot!
Get behind if you can!
निकलना पड़ेगा।
Stretch your wings soon. The scout patrols the riverbank north of Crowley.
Nothing to report but bird song and fox.
You die now!
Focus scout. Right where Basim said he would be. scout was carrying orders from Folke. Basim would like to see this. I've seen to the scouts. Basim and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of Porchester.
फाइंड एंड स्पीक टू वासी इस तरफ आना पड़ेगा
Go, Sunan.
To Valhalla, but
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Folke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
if she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I am reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
चल आजा कोई बात नहीं
All behind the walls of Colchester. Either way they die.
For Odin!
They're giving ground. Push them back.
Fear got your back. Want to. Leave it there! Your guts out!
तू आ ना चल हो गया अभी कहाँ पर है जा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है
Take you!
इसको मारना पड़ेगा पहले
Fall back, you dogs!
इसके चैंपियन
Back to Porchester!
They flee like rabbits.
Then we chase them like hounds. That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow arse!
Leave him. The day's already won.
अबे
No! Death has found you, Saxon.
You'll show your friend soon enough. Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? For Sigurd the Sickly?
If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it.
ले ले
You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
When you see your god, tell him I sent you.
He is dead, Eivor. No breath within.
You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
अरे यार ओवर पूरा कपड़ा ओवर कर दिया पूरा कपड़ा ओवर हो गया ना भाई इसमें जोश आ गया कि मर ही गया था
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
Many have died, my friend here among them. The fault is mine, knowing that is shame enough.
Small comfort that is to the dead.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Folk is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then, but know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
I am no errand child to be talked down to by my elders.
No, you are supposed to be a leader. So listen now. You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless causes. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I heard and heeded. I'm not too proud to admit my mistake.
Then there is wisdom in you as well.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stove, Juvena. Right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk. No brothers of yours.
We will set off immediately. Together we will fall upon them as Thor's hammer.
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Portchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter I found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uber, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I'll join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma and Uber, I apologize. I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We'll need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
What I would give to be there when he appears in Odin's hall. Old One-Eye will have his hands full tonight. But I cannot let my brother lie forgotten in unknown soil. I must take him home. Bury him with what finery I can muster.
I understand. May Freya watch your way, brother. Until we meet again.
Aye. Until then.
चलो ले जाओ.
Uber Ragnarsson, it puts me at ease to see you here. Welcome.
Eivor Wolfkiss tempts me with a swipe at Wessex. Who am I to resist?
Here we might finish the work your father began a decade back. Are you ready?
More than ready. I am hungry.
Now here's a welcome face. Soma. How fares Grendebridge?
We thrive, just as we did our first year. And I have you to thank for that.
The risk I took was far less than you're taking now. I thank you for heeding my call.
An oath is an oath, Eivor. Silver-gilded and ironclad.
चलो. यहाँ पर unexpected.
Passing through my lands, Yor met my father.
How does it look?
Crawling with Saxon soldiers like lice on a swine. The very sight sours my blood.
Would the sight of their bodies in the mud please you better?
One way to find out.
Eivor, I beg you. Alfred's men are not, they are Saxons and Christians. If I could speak to them, we might avoid bloodshed.
And lose the element of surprise? These people make their living by the blade. We should attack headlong.
अरे यार हंसा वाला
No sense raising the alarm. I'll take care of them quietly. Be ready to come to my aid.
We have your back, Eivor.
Secure the Saxon camp.
I must be careful now. Aid me. Be my eyes.
On it.
God, what is it now?
आने दे
Huh? What's that about? Briars might hide you.
आंदे
Gone to ground in the bushes.
ground in the bushes yes bushes
God, what is it now?
ground in the bushes
What's all that about?
ground in the bushes
Kick the nest there.
ground in the bushes वो वाला कहाँ जा रहा है साला idiot है ground in the bushes
What's that about?
अरे भाई
Something going on? Storm brewing there.
No peace around here.
चलाना आएगा नहीं तो दूसरा रास्ता अपनाना पड़ेगा।
Good lord! Why the foot?
इधर आ सारा डिस्ट्रैक्शन किया है तभी।
Using the bushes for cover?
तो दिक्कत होने वाला है। आजा ना नॉर्मल तो नहीं है तो आएगा तभी तो ना। यहाँ पर नॉर्मल है कि नहीं देखूंगा।
Hogging all the fun, neighbor.
We could have handled this in a more civil manner.
Too late for that.
चल ठीक है सही सही।
Feel my breath on your neck.
With me, here! Try to flank!
करना पड़ेगा। अरे क्या मच्छर काटता है।
Stop right there. Knock the idiot down. God is with me. Shoot! Shoot!
Neighbor.
We could have handled this in a civil manner.
Too late for that.
Mine! Mine!
अभी भी वो बाहर क्या कर रहा है?
The camp is ours. My warriors will arrive soon. Now I must see about destroying Fulk's supplies.
Wonderful, quite acceptable.
Best go hooded here.
अच्छा पूर्व 5-10 मिनट में आता हूँ। अंदर था थोड़ा समय लगेगा, समय ये वाला हो जाएगा। एक्सीलेंट ही है, कंटिन्यू करते हैं। ओ भाई फिर भी हो रहा है। फिर भी नेटवर्क का इशू हो रहा है। एक बार देखता हूँ ओखला में जाकर। स्टार्ट करते हैं।
All is ready?
We're a town of farmers and shepherds. This place bristles with swords. One of them is a thane by his dress. Serious man with him too. Went into the longhouse.
If we take care, we might avoid drawing the Thane's attention while we burn the grain silos.
Ha! Was that a jest? Bring them on! Been too long since I met a Saxon warrior worth half a shit.
साइलस बर्न कैसे बर्न होगा? अच्छा देखता हूँ। अच्छा
Show me what lies ahead. It is hard to be quiet. It is hard to be quiet with you complaining.
और तीन जलाना पड़ेगा।
We are not hiding like thieves.
और एक बाकी है। उधर है।
What do you see?
कंप्लीट होने के बाद इधर है। यहाँ से हाँ यहाँ से जा सकता हूँ.
Well met. My prices are competitive. Right.
यहाँ पर तो कुछ भी नहीं दिखा.
Soma, what is happening here?
Bandits, taking advantage of the disorder in Sussex to fill their pockets. Odin smiles on us today.
Let us make sure this place is burned to the ground. Fulka will get no more weapons from here.
We could charge in while they are distracted, but it would be safer to use fire arrows.
We strike hard. No better time than now.
Lead and I will follow. Move in! We take the fight through the enemy!
Burn.
What the? Fire! Time you
Sana. Ayun, sana.
With me! What bloody!
भयंकर भारी ये वाला थोड़ा सा नहीं है ठीक है बच जाएगा दिक्कत की बात तो नहीं है
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
Then AC Nightmare Pathfinder.
Bridgeworth. A forest of Saxon swords awaits. Those walls of stone. I should consult with Basim. He will be nearby. What have you discovered?
Bridgeworth swarms with guards, reinforced from the river. Word is that two of Fulke's finest oversee such matters.
We should kill these leaders and burn their ships. Crippled and put to panic, their men will be in no place to join Fulke at Portchester.
Frightened men look to their own interests. A good plan.
Boat burned. There is a commander at the dock. There is a commander in the keep.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
way!
No more sailing for these Saxons.
Indeed.
Why all the Saxons? Not ahead.
I should return to our camp.
Return to camp. pause ghiamo.
Eivor has returned! Hail, Wolf-Kissed!
Ealdorman Hunwald,
वाह
you honor
Hunwald
your
यहाँ पर आ
father
गया।
by answering my call. Swanborough sends her regards.
My lady love, let her name be my flame of hope, for I confess the thought of this battle turns my guts to water.
Fighting is easy. Just look your opponent in the eyes, then put an axe between them.
Yes, I remember. Well, I have brought the best archers in Lincolnshire to lend their bows to your cause.
Good. We will rain death upon our enemies today. Good work, Hunwald. Be ready. Hunwald, Ealdorman of Lincolnshire.
It does have a lordly ring, does it not? Like the name itself was a holy notch waiting for the right peg to fill the space.
And how do you find your responsibilities?
Well, answering complaints and levying taxes are a bore, to be honest. But the spirit of an ealdorman flows in my veins. I shall find a foothold soon enough.
Hunwald, Ealdorman of Lincolnshire.
It does have a lordly...
And how...
Well...
And so violence begets violence. An eye for an eye, as the good book says. But soon we will all be blind.
Not quite. Whoever makes the last strike should still have one eye left.
In the Street of the Blind, the one-eyed man is called the Guiding Light.
Does that holy tome of yours have a quote for everything?
Eivor, forgive me. I have slain too many of my own people already. Cannot kill more. I must return to London.
And you, Erke, do you feel the same?
Someone has to keep an eye on him in the big city. Would only get himself killed otherwise.
We took this camp together, so I'll ask no more of you. Return home, and let your friendship be a beacon to our peoples.
Godspeed, Eivor. I pray you come back safe.
चलो ये तो नज़ारा है
Beerston, I'm glad to see you again. How's your family?
Alvida keeps my house and heart in order. She has even charmed that old shrew, Adrid.
And Elorich, he has not returned.
I hear stories of a man full of tempests, picking fights in taverns. We must hope, when hope is all we have.
I am sorry for your troubles, but glad for your help.
I have brought for you a ram of unsurpassed craftsmanship. Their gates will not hold long against it.
That is a fine gift indeed. I'll make good use of it.
Fight hard, Eivor.
When have I done otherwise? Ever my staunch ally, Lufina. Are your men ready?
They are. Bows strung and arrows fletched. We will harry the enemy from the flanks to keep them off your back. They will not have a moment's peace from us.
I know I can count on you, Lufina.
What are friends for?
Hunwald, Ealdorman...
It does have a...
And how do you...
Well...
ये आला देख
Soma Yalskona. You seem grave.
I'm thinking on the battle to come. Every conflict has a cost. I wonder who will pay this time.
We are no strangers to loss, you and I.
The ache of absent souls is a wound that never heals. But we may yet return your brother to your side. There is that.
Fulke and her men will bear the cost today, not us.
I wish I were as sure of it as you.
Uba, any advice before we begin?
Advice? You need none of that now. You stand in no one's shadow, Eivor.
Lofty praise from the son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
It may be that one day our paths lead us to doom, Eivor. But at least we can say the footprints we left were our own.
Bishop Deolov.
Bishop.
Strange
Wow.
to see a man of God on the battle lines.
It may surprise you, but I was no stranger to horse and hunt in my younger days.
It is Saxons we fight this day, Deolov. Not Britons, and not in Mercia.
It is Fulke I fight. A false Christian preaching a corruption of God's word. If I can assist in her downfall, I will.
Then you are welcome here, friend.
You are quite the agent of chaos. Fulke's men are chasing their tails, not knowing where you will strike next.
Porchester has neither the supplies nor the forces to keep us out now.
And you have bought time for your allies to arrive. Many have come, not least the bishop here.
As I promised. As the keeper of God's word, it would be poor form if I did not keep my own.
Now, if the talking is done, there's blood to be spilled.
Eivor, dark news. We found a
news?
letter on one of the dead. Fulke has called for aid.
Reinforcements.
A Saxon army marches from Winchester.
Then my men and I will ride to meet them. We will harry them every step of the way to buy you time.
We may begin the assault at once, or you might wish to speak with your allies, if you've not done so already.
Warm words do thaw the chill of battle fear.
I will not be long.
Return when you are ready.
चलो वहाँ पर जाना है ठीक है समझ गए यहाँ पर ये वाला जाना है यहीं का मैं ओहो अभी क्या करे फिर से रिटर्न जाना पड़ेगा रिटर्न जाना पड़ेगा उल्टा दाएं तरफ से जाऊंगा तो चलो यहाँ से जाना बेहतर है
More sail! Attack on sight here.
सीधा जाकर दाएं तरफ से फिर से बाएं तरफ लेना है
Forth will bring.
Let's
hear a story.
Noble. I knew a crazed man about my age called Rokur, who we had taken to calling Rokur the Rodent for his habit of collecting axes. For 20 years he collected axes of all make and size. He had never seen a day of battle, but he swore to Thor that he would. In his 31st year, after drinking too much ale, Rokur seduced another man's wife. That man called a holmgang against Rokur. Rokur accepted the holmgang, and on the agreed-upon day, he laid out 12 of his axes and asked, "Which of these will I use to slay you? Will it be both?"
Hold on.
Where were you?
"Will it be Bone Splitter?" he said. "My bearded blade inscribed with Seidr runes, affixed to a handle of English oak? Or Blood Fountain," he continued. "My Dane axe, which swings through the air on two hands with the speed of an arrow's flight? Or might it be Twin Wolf Wound?"
Save it for later.
Get back! Now!
우동각
Sail! Catch the wind!
Let's have a song. Is there a sea skull among you?
Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called Aed. A brooding warrior with a face of stone and oak-hard arms. On a raid in Courland, we shored up along the edge of a forest and explored until we came to People Parks, a large farm. It was night, and all were asleep. So
Need to row our way out.
In the quiet of eve, taking sheep and goats as we pleased. It was then that Ale saw a farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver. The farmhand squawked like a crow. Being hid beneath an anvil at the smith's forge, the silver was no trouble.
No raising the sail here.
We took it and the boy back to the ship. It was then that Ale grew sad. For when the farmers
Take them
woke
out,
with the crack of day, they would know they had been robbed. Not by whom. So Egil ordered 3 of us to follow him back to the sleep-hushed hamlet. As we
Right,
burned
yeah.
the houses, Egil shouted his name. I am Egil, son of Skatlagrim, and I am the man
Need to
who
row our
destroyed
way out.
everything but your life. I never sailed with Egil
Sail
again. Look there! Enemy camp, Eivor!
ना अभी टाइम नहीं हुआ
Drop the mast! Mast up!
We can use the sail here, Eivor.
More sail!
दूर रहे थे आएगा शॉर्ट में बात अभी जब तक कंप्लीट नहीं हो जाता वापस नहीं आऊँगा
Look! A monastery! Shall we raise the sail, Eivor?
Let the sail out!
फिर से यहाँ पर जाना पड़ेगा यहाँ से घूमकर सीधा चला जाऊँगा
Eivor!
Mast! Down! Mast! Up!
This wind would fill the sail!
Run up the sail! Reef sail! More sail! Sing, my ravens. We'll share a tale.
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. Winter before, I was drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead, Jarl's clan, one of which was a poet named Halli, called Sarcastic Halli by most. 7 ale horns into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another man, a skald named Tjodolf. Tjodolf, he yelled, I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words. The room laughed, Tjodolf loudest of all. I accept your challenge, Sarcastic Halli, he shouted. Allow me to begin. Tjodolf then spoke this verse. Sad Halli drowns in horns of hubris, squeaking like a stoat, yet proudly the pup calls it poetry. The room laughed again, with Halli joining in. Then...
Hush now.
Eivor! Eivor! Where's the Ganga?
Eivor.
Come to me. I want to see the...
यहाँ पर यहाँ पर हो रहा है.
Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
Winchester.
I'll make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
Find and speak to the man in white. चलो
Let's go. Can't raise the sail here. Can't raise the sail yet.
We can raise the sail in these
Sail
waters.
out!
Dark is the shadow.
You Salskulls got a story.
There was a woman called Nal who came by ship to Fornburg and heralded, demanding to meet King Sigvaldi, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood. When a message was sent to our king, Nal was made to wait a full day. Yet she did not complain. She watched the waves and sang songs. Night came and went, and still Nal sat by the shore of the fjord singing her songs. She skipped rocks with children and smiled. As the afternoon of the second day approached, King Sigvaldi's messenger reappeared. They spoke quietly together. At last, the messenger stood back and waved to some men nearby. 3 men bearing 3 chests of silver approached quickly. They set the chests of silver in Nal's ship and stood back. Then Nal stepped forward, swinging a large, bloodied sack before her. Nal opened the sack and emptied it on the shore. 7 pairs of hands tumbled to the ground.
Run up the
Nal then mounted her ship and sailed away.
Sing us a song.
And robbed out loaded for echoes grave legend.
Strike up a tune. Let's hear a story.
In my youth, I remember hearing the story of Kalda, a fierce young woman whose father forbade her from swordplay and raids. Kalda had skills to match or surpass any man in the clan. And so it was that her beloved Gapi asked her aboard his ship. Once again, Kalda's father forbade her to leave, calling her soft and weak and fragile. But Kalda ignored these insults and left. For a full spring, Kalda and Gapi sailed the coast of Francia, raiding and plundering and taking much silver and riches. Then, in the early weeks of summer, a passing ship gave Kalda the news that her mother had died suddenly. Kalda was grief-stricken. Kalda returned quickly home, only to find her mother there, alive and standing quietly beside her father. Kalda was confused. Kalda's father spoke with a sour voice. I sent the tale of your mother's death, for you were insolent. But now you are home, where you must stay. Hearing these words, Kalda pulsed hot with rage. She slew her father and fled back to her ship, then set a swift sail for the horizon.
Rainbow.
Let the sail out!
ये वाला क्लोजेस्ट ट्री पर है, जाना है इधर, पहुंच गए इधर। अच्छा ये वाला कड़ी है।
Dreamed of fire and ruin. Am I awake or sleeping still?
I spoke with him again. He said that he pined, and I feel torn in two. My loyalty to him tears me one direction, and the Nephilim point elsewhere. Why hath these voices spoken to me? The Gospels sing within me, and yet I sense conflict. I sense disagreement among the angels. It saddens me greatly. I will one day weigh my soul, attempt penance, attempt to repent.
force is working.
Man in white, fine and speed. और भी नीचे जाना पड़ता है। अच्छा उधर जाना है।
Need to cloak myself here.
You killed him! Die!
The seed of King Alfred's power, where hawkshit stained my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. Survey the area
उधर
soon.
जाना है।
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling. What do you see, Sunan?
क्या अंदर जाना पड़ेगा क्या?
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
Only then will you cometh unto my lord.
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your lord's bidding.
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
Follow the priest.
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here!
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul thrones, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
I learned that your God fears death just as mine do, just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life everlasting in His glorious presence. Perhaps you missed that detail.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
Alfred.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke is a member of the Order as well. The wolves biting at my skirts grow craftier by the day.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs, free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead.
Achha.
He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your God. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. If I made it easy for them, they might even return Sigurd to me.
I would return him to you myself, if I knew where they were holding him. But Fulke's treachery has blindsided me as well.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust?
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, Compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, Great King, but the day will come.
तीनों का तीनों inform the guards on law 6 shop.
I need to find this reef, Goodwin. I see you, little mice.
The quill has eyes everywhere.
Quod summum dominus Icke ponte domino musca odia, nos mite nos in alte hospes.
Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Alfred king or not?
Were you,
Goodwin's gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, or the guards destroying evidence. I need your eyes, my friend.
ऊपर कैसे जाऊंगा? ओह, यहाँ पर चाबी है। चेस्ट की।
Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the gods. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
अरे यार
Over here! The prisoners might know something.
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he fight.
Odin owns you!
Felling trees, chiseling rock from the earth, and for what? To build more prisons for men who steal apples.
I was starving. My baby son close to death. Would you not steal to save your child?
Come on!
I am looking for the Reeve.
Selwyn? That bastard said I stole her. He'll see me hang for it.
Not Selwyn, Reeve Goodwin. The rest of you.
How much longer?
Yeah.
My strength!
Sunan, guide me.
Stop, you!
Jet, need to get on the other side.
Aid me, O Lord! Oh.
अरे यार
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man. Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife to be carried out soon. Must be blocked from the other side.
अबे यार
The underside must be barred.
अबे यार कहाँ पर तोड़ा था वहाँ पर तोड़ा था opposite side पे तो नहीं
Jet, need to get on the other side.
इस तरफ का अरे यार ये वाला भी तो नहीं क्या दिक्कत इसके नीचे कहाँ से ऊपर भाई ये क्या साइड हो गया। इस साइड पर है। ये वाला ओह वाले नीचे जाना पड़ेगा।
A Dane in Winchester.
Good way.
These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
ऐसा जम मरा है भाई अभी। और कोई उपाय नहीं।
Jesus, guide my blows! Can't outrun me!
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients. Come here. I want to talk to you.
You'll get nothing.
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move, to arrest Alfred's favored reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven Clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our 3 heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
Is Selwyn a name you know? He seems to have judged and executed many for little more than stealing ale and bread.
Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Aelfirth was no man of God.
Hush, Selwyn has hanged men for better thoughts.
Opening the gallows. चलो आज के लिए इतना ही हो गया खत्म करते हैं तो मेरे को देखने के लिए तो प्लेगा चलूँगा मैं का टाइम आ गया गुड बाय 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 बाय